Hello and welcome to Hello and welcome to DC Figures and Hello and welcome to the Tyler G Show. Hello and welcome to the Tyler G Show. We have a great one in store for you today. We have a lot of stuff to cover. We got some reviews to go over, some news to go over. And first off, right off the bat, I'd like to say, in regards to everything that's going on in the world right now, that I absolutely refuse to post and give dumbed down analogies on why it's a bad idea to hate another human being based on the color of their skin or the way they look. I'm not going to give a dumbed down analogy on why it's bad. You should already know it's a bad thing. And the fact that I'm seeing so many posts where there's all these analogies and people like explaining why racism is a bad thing, that is sad in of itself, that people have to keep being reminded why it's bad, or people feel the need to post that stuff. Just go out and do acts of service, do work, donate, be a kind human being, and don't try to post and get recognition off of someone else's pain and suffering that's been going on for years. Okay? So getting that right off the bat, I just lost probably 50 viewers, but I don't care. All right, so we're gonna go right into toy news. All right, after that light subject, we're going right into some more light news with toys. All right. Well, actually, let's do sponsors first, because they're the reason the show is going and the reason we have the show. So big thank you to Bigbadtoystore first and foremost. They always have been a friend from the show from the beginning, sending samples here and there, and also letting me know when to give announcements for discounts and all that sort of thing for you guys. So thank you to Bigbadtoystore. Zavvi, Zavvi, they have a huge summer sale right now on a lot of their clothes especially, but on all their merchandise. And if you use my codes, Tyler20, you'll get 20% off clothing. Tyler10, you'll get 10% off store-wide. And I'll have links to all this stuff below, okay? Skillshare. Skillshare is like how college should have been for people for years. You know, you get videos online and you watch it and you learn, and you might pay for them, you might not. However, instead of how college is nowadays, you just go in debt automatically for the rest of your life and learn some things that you probably already knew, but you have to get the test and get that piece of paper. You could use Skillshare and save so much more money and time. If you want, I'll have a link below where you could use 2 free months. And after 2 free months, of course, you will get charged if you forget to cancel the subscription. So just set a reminder. But enjoy 2 free months on me. Link below. After that, we got, big thank you to Toy Snap Inc. Instagram. I'll have a link below. He's sending these cool diorama pieces, some bins, a pallet, wood shipping crate, painted, very luxe. They feel very sturdy, and I will have a link below to his Instagram, where in his link in his bio you can find his store. And big new one from Diorama Prints. Okay, Diorama Prints, not Prince like the singer from Minnesota, but Diorama Prints. Here's how the package in the mail comes. Very nice, very cool, especially for storage. And then here's how the product looks. Can't you see it? Here's one side. That's one wall. This is part of the Ward 9. Another part of the castle. And then I got some right here where I did on a video. I added a cardboard to them, or foam board, so you get more stability, make it look nice. And these are very cool sets. I have a little bit of inside information where I have a knowledge of what the price might be for these. It's going to be very fair, and for the quality of the product, which is very high, it is even more fair, and I think that people are going to get a lot of use out of these. So I'll leave a link below, and I'm also going to show you a little bit more on them in a second. However, if you want to check them out, start following them and see all the new stuff they have coming out, link below. Okay. Fix this weird little chin hair. For those of you listening, I'm sorry that you had to hear that. All right. After that, in terms of sponsors, that's all we got for today. Okay. So new toy news. Okay. Big news yesterday from Mezco, from a little hint that they put on their website, that we will be getting a Chris Reeve Superman. They actually put the date as well. I just don't remember it. So I think it's sometime in summer 2021. But it's Mezco, so even if they give you a date, it's 50% not certain. But the fact that they're doing a Chris Reeve Superman is very nice, especially because there's the only version that's been out recently for that is the NECA version. That one's gone up extremely in terms of price on the aftermarket. So I'm definitely going to be getting the Chris Reeve Superman. McFarlane, their DC Multiverse line. They showed off a lot of new DC metal figures yesterday where Batman gets crossed over with a bunch of different parallel universe heroes. And there's like a Batman Doomsday. There's a Batman Green Lantern with a very cool effect. There's a Batman Flash. I don't know if I saw that one, but there is that in the comics. There's a Batman from Earth something where he has like a tentacle in his hand. I don't know what hero that's supposed to be. But you get the picture. Basically, all these different kind of Batmans and Justice League heroes crossed over, or villains. So those are some of the newest pre-orders up and shown that are coming from McFarlane after the White Knight Batman and Joker, which will be out sometime next week, I believe. Especially if you look at GameStop, they're showing that they'll have them of the Joker by like the 13th. At least that's what they're showing. So who knows if that actually comes true as well. NECA, they showed a classic 7-inch King Kong figure, which looks awesome. And not only that, but they showed a 2-pack where they had a Sarah Connor and a John Connor from T2. And the John Connor is a lot like the Comic-Con exclusive that was out last year that came with the dirt bike. So I think that they're making that, the fact that they're making that available again is going to be a definite moneymaker. And I think the way that they set it up, NECA, they always do the exclusives about a year before they make it available to other people. And I think that's the perfect amount of time to allow people to build up hype and make the people that missed out on the San Diego exclusive regret it enough to where as soon as it's available for general release, everyone's just going to jump on it and get great sales. So, I mean, other people might hate it, especially those that waited in line for hours to get the Comic-Con exclusives. But that's just the way the game is. That's the way NECA's playing it. You gotta play along. Now you might miss a few accessories like the dirt bike, but that's just the way it is. But I think it's in terms of business, it's really smart. NECA's also releasing in terms of great business. They're re-releasing the movie Ninja Turtles in 2-packs. Brilliant, because I've seen those figures with my own eyes. I pose with them. I've taken pictures with them. I don't own them. My cousin does. But I'm probably going to have to get them because they are great figures. And in terms of movie accuracy, they're as close as you're going to get to you having movie specific and accurate from the 1990 movie Turtles without being the violence toned down for T2. No Vanilla Ice. Hasbro. I've been out hunting recently. I've been shopping, been at the stores. GameStop finally reopened to go in physically, where you don't have to just order online or curbside pickup. And I saw that the Ghostbusters wave is starting to hit stores, at least where I am, where they had the original cast. And I think out of all the figures, the Gozer was pretty cool. I could see a lot of people actually using that for not only a Gozer, but for a lot of cool bases for customs. So, if you're a big Ghostbuster fan, get on it. Unless you already got the Mezco one, then there's no point. DC Direct figs have started to, for the people that pre-order them, have started to arrive. I saw in-hand pictures provided by DC Animated Universe Review. We had them on before. I'll make sure I put a link to them as well. but they've been tagging me in pics of people that have gotten the Azrael, the Red Hood, and the shadow painted Batman, where he has hints of blue in the paint as well. And the Red Robin figure, they reused something that we're going to look at today in our Batman animated series figure review from past waves. They reused the Harley Quinn expression pack bazooka, which I'm not complaining because they didn't show that before. It's an added accessory. If you didn't have the money or the foresight to get the expression pack Harley, you'll still get a bazooka. So that's pretty cool. I like that. Plus it was cool seeing he had his own personal like Red Robin Batarang and all that. I'm looking forward to those figures. I went to my local comic book shop yesterday and they did not have it. If you were thinking that they were going to be around stores this week, I think they only got to people that pre-order them. I don't like that. I like to find them in store, have them right away. After that, the one thing I wanted to comment on was while doing my hunting and being around the different stores, Target, Walmart, and now GameStop today, I have not seen a lot of the new Arkham Knight stuff, not Arkham Knight, but the Arkham Asylum video game realm figures. Out of all the stores I've been to, and I've been to a few stores out of town in Valencia as well from where I live, I've only seen one Batman and one Joker, and I bought them, and I have not seen any other ones. So if you do see them, I'm thinking they're hard to find, at least as of right now. So if you see them and you want them, get them. Okay. So in terms of new stuff for me this week, in terms of new figures, I have not gotten anything. Not since I let me get a sip here. Not since I got the Arkham Asylum Joker and Batman, but I did get some new products. I shared the Toy Snap accessories last week. This week, the new items I got were the diorama prints, and I just wanted to talk about them a little bit more. I can't give specifics because nothing's set in stone yet from the company, but like I said, the price point is going to be very fair on these. I think that you guys will be surprised. And I do see these getting a lot of use, especially for me. And in terms of, like, even this set, you could do a lot of creative stuff with the mirror and reflections. I did one of my posts, and you could check that out on my Instagram below. I did a few posts. Just imagine that's ASMR and that won't be a bother. You could open the door on this. I had a picture where you had someone peeking in the window and people hiding inside the hotel room. I did something with the no smoking sign, with Joker not giving a crap. You could do shots where you just show off the floor, have Joker lying down like in Suicide Squad, surrounded by weapons. The castle, you can do a lot of stuff, especially like, I'm not even a Marvel fan, but the first thing I thought of right away seeing the castle was like Doctor Doom, that sort of thing. So I can see myself getting a lot of use out of these just for Batman animated series stuff, let alone other animated series lines. So I think that if you guys haven't followed them, go follow them. Go at least check them out, see what they're like. Look at the products that they have available, because they do have a few others that I haven't gotten. So if you're interested to see those, I'm not going to tell you. I'm going to be a jerk. You got to go check them out. But so far, I give them, as of right now, at least a 9 out of 10. It's close to a 10 out of 10. A lot of companies that do dioramas, and even a lot of people that do pictures online. It's sad, but it's true. Don't get triggered. Don't get upset. But there's a lot of pictures taken in an alleyway with some trash cans, and it's on a building or by some buildings, and they're bricks, and the lighting's low, and a lot of toy photography can look the same. And of course, there's people that are very good at mixing it up, and if you're one of them, disregard what I'm saying. However, it can get a little stale. So even myself, I can find myself like, man, I've noticed I've taken a few shots this week using the NECA street building dial. It's time to mix it up. And with these prints, these are stuff that I haven't seen made yet from any diorama company. There's extreme sets, there's ready sets, there's people that make accessories like this, like Toy Snap. There's people that make custom dioramas. But I've never seen a Vegas hotel room or even a castle yet, other than like people posting Castle Grayskull, which that's awesome. But nothing like a regular basic castle unless it's a custom diorama, which costs like $300 or more, plus shipping and all that. So, I mean, even the Arkham Asylum diorama, there's a thing where you could get an X-Acto knife and cut out the bars, or you could just Photoshop like two faces, face peeking out the bars, like in Killing Joke when Batman's about to go talk to Joker, or fake Joker, spoilers, maybe, I don't know. But anyway, diorama prints, I'll have a link to them below. Highly recommend you check them out. And of course, their product is going to be matte as well, they said, but it will have a little bit of a sheen, and that's only because of the protective coat they have to put over it in order to make sure that your prints last a long time and you get your money's worth. Okay, we've come to the point in the show where we're not going to talk about anything. There's going to be a silence for 20 minutes for station identification. No, we're going to do a figure review, and we do this every week, where we take a look at previous DC collectibles / they're calling themselves DC Direct Again, which they called themselves before they were DC Collectibles, but when they released these figures, they were called DC Collectibles. So that's what I'm going to call them at first. Okay? So let me get that out of the way. But I've looked at the very first one, where it was the New Batman Adventures Batman, the New Batman Adventures Two-Face, so forth and so on. Ended with Batgirl last week, and after Batgirl there was a little bit of a hiatus, and in between this time they didn't release any new solo figures. They either released packs or they released expression packs, like 2 packs or 3 packs or expression packs, or like a Batman with a Robin and a Batmobile and a Bat Signal pack. I don't have that, but I do have the expression packs, which those have gone up quite a lot in money, and if you don't believe me, go Google it for yourself. Big surprise, by the way. I recently did a picture with the Suicide Squad Harley Quinn, the SH Figure Arts version, and someone asked me about the figure and what the price was. So I looked it up, being a nice guy, instead of just saying, hey, Google it yourself, you lazy piece of crap. But I looked it up, and it was over $200 on some sites. So always be checking your figures and see what the price is. And always be making sure you take care of them, because you don't know which ones are going to go up in price based on if the movie bombs or anything. So these expression packs, if you look them up, a lot of them have gone up in price significantly. This is the Joker. He's not cell shaded like the new one that's coming out soon, but this is the expression that he's coming with, this smiling, laughing one. And here's Harley with my favorite expression head from her expression pack, and that's her unmasked Harley Quinn. And then I have a special surprise for what we're gonna review after that. It's a vehicle. Okay, that should be a hint enough. Now the Joker, he's exactly the same as his first couple releases. Okay, his ankles can move side to side, they don't pivot. He has a single knee joint, doesn't go up too high. His arms get decent movement. He can pivot at the elbow up and down. His arms go up and down all around. And his arms also come out. Okay, they come out easy because this one you could switch out with a trench coat. And he comes with 2 separate arms that come with sleeves for the jacket as well. You just plug in. It looks like it's all connected. And he wears this trench coat in maybe 1 or 2 episodes, but what he's most memorable for wearing this outfit in is Mask of the Phantasm, which is the best Batman movie ever, so that's a bonus. Now, his other accessories. We'll take a look at all his faces, all his expressions. I just have to collect them all. With the trench coat, you also get this version to wear, where he has a little fedora or hat. And it's just a basic Joker smile, like the first couple of releases, but with a hat. Then he has this almost whimsical laugh, where he's really lost it. He has one where he's looking like He thinks you're full of BS. He has one where he looks like he's like unsure. Thinks you're weird. For those of you listening on the podcast, you'll have to watch. He has one where he's smiling normal, but his eyebrows are lifted more. It's almost pleading. I think that's all his faces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He comes with 6. No, he comes with 6. Unless I'm just really wrong. Well, I'll show you a bonus anyway. Here's a Jack Napier I painted. Regular skin. Oh, I also want to show this off. This is from Cult of the Batman, a Rupert Thorne portrait. Love it. Yeah, I think he only comes with 6 heads. I think Harley comes with more. Okay. So, he not only comes with... Oh, okay, one more expression. Ooh. One of my favorite ones. Angry version Joker. Okay, so he gets some of the 7 expressions. He comes with a ton of hands. I'm not going to show all the hands. He comes with bang flag gun. About time. He comes with a Joker-faced gun. Yeah, I think that's it. Outside of hands. Comes with a couple guns. Or let me just look. Screw it, we'll Google it. Just want to be sure. Batman. Collectibles checklist. Thank you for being patient, those of you listening. I just want to be thorough. Alright, here we go. Now I'm looking at him. Kinda. Oh, he comes with one more big thing. I knew I was missing something. One big thing, and he comes with 2 other little things. Here's the Rubber Ducky from Laughing Fish episode. He escapes, but he appears to get eaten by a shark. Then he comes with 2 little things. I'm gonna make sure I show 2 so you know I got both of them. Comes with 2 little grenades that have his face painted on them. For those of you watching, hopefully you can see. And you get a hint of the face. But there's Joker's entirety. Outside the hands, he comes with a couple of guns, a bang flag, his portrait on one, new suit, a couple grenades, a rubber ducky. Oh, that's all she wrote. 7 heads. Harley, there's 1 head, unmasked. Ugh. Try not to sneeze. Here's sad Harley. She's pouting. I'm really trying not to sneeze. Here is shocked Harley. Eyes very wide. Here is angry Harley. Harley giving a kiss. Harley looking at you with one eye open. And regular sculpt Harley. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 heads again, 7 expressions. She comes with the the Jester Joker staff, which also shoots a grappling hook in Harley's Day Off. She comes with a lot of hands. I'm not going to show those. She comes with a pair of roller skates that you could interswap her feet for. She comes... Oh, she comes with this big old fish head. She comes with Bud and Lou. This is the second time that they were released. And outside of that, I believe that's all. Yeah. No, she comes with this too. She comes with her little cork gun, which you could put the glove on. She also comes with a bottle of alcohol, or it looks like alcohol, but it's also it's from the episode Harley and Ivy. So I think it's also supposed to be, or it could be, plant toxins. However, you could also put that in the little gun and recreate that scene. So she comes with a lot of stuff as well. I mean, interchangeable roller skates, 7 head portraits, the Joker fish head. I think the unmasked is great. Now, I'm gonna double check just to make sure that's it. I don't leave out anything on Harley. Seven extra head. Yeah, that's it. All right, now don't forget the hyenas. To the surprise thing. It's a vehicle. It's not really a surprise. It's the biggest vehicle, at least the biggest vehicle toy ever made. The fact that I'm getting most of it, or all of it in frame right now is pretty amazing. It is the Batwing. The wheels are retractable. Put them up. It has I can remember how to do it. It has the claw hand from Feet of Clay Part 1. It lights up. It has 2 seats for Batman and Robin and a little thing you can cover this one with. The wings are removable. It really flies. No. But overall, it's one of the best. I would put it up there with like the G.I. Joe Flight Sea Base or whatever that thing is. So that whatever it is, you know what I'm talking about. Especially if you saw the toys that made us. That G.I. Joe water plane base. I wasn't in the army. I don't know what it's called. But yeah, that's this week's, and we're gonna do another expression pack next week with maybe another vehicle. Who knows? However, the expression packs are almost a must, especially if you're a toy photographer. So I give these both a 10 out of 10 because they're very character-specific accessories, very character-specific and episode-specific expressions that you could recreate a lot of things with. And as soon as other people see them, they brings them a lot of joy. So that's also an added bonus and a lot of fun to do. I'm looking at the Harley right now. She's at 130 online from Target. 130. Have you ever bought anything at Target for 130 bucks? Oh, there's another thing Harley comes with. She comes with the smoke. So with her gun, this is the third item you could put in her gun. A little smoke trail where she breaks out Joker. And she also comes with a bazooka. Where did I put that thing? That's in another bag. Oh, no, it's not. It's right here. She comes with a bazooka, which this will be a Jason Todd Red Hood. She comes with a Batman belt, which I put that in the Alfred bag because I like to put that in the Batman displays. But in the Batman belt, she wears that in the episode Trial. So, she comes with a lot of accessories as well. 10 out of 10, you have to get her. 10 out of 10 on all these things, the Batwing especially. So, this is the first perfect week. Ba-dum-dum. anything. Probably just went, probably too late. But, okay. After we did that, we are now at this week's Batman episode review, and it is The Demon's Quest Part 1. And we open with this episode at Gotham University. We see Robin sneaking into his dorm room. He sneaks in, but he's met by unwelcoming company as he's shot with a tranquilizing dart by a group of people. It looks like 3 or 4 people, and the main person that shot him, or at least the main leader, is wearing a mask that is representative of a jackal, or at least how they're portrayed in like Egyptian calligraphy and that sort of thing. After that, we are shown Batman riding into the Batcave on the Batcycle, and Alfred asks him, have you heard any word on him? And Batman says, no one's seen either Robin or Dick Grayson the last few days. And Alfred says, well, Ben, if you will excuse me, but I'm going to be upstairs by the phone in case something comes up and someone tries to reach me. I don't want to miss nothing. So Alfred's worried. He wants to make sure that Robin's okay, as does Batman. But then Ra's al Ghul shows up with Ubu. And right this time we don't know that he's Ra's al Ghul, but he makes it obvious pretty quickly. He introduces himself. Batman says he thought he was only a legend, but he says no, he was quite true, and he also says that he's the father of Talia, which Bruce has already met Talia at this time in the episode where they fight Count Vertigo. Off Balance, that's what it is. Like my brain right now. Can't think of it. Thankfully it picked up. It's just a little lagging. So, after that, oh yeah, by the way, Alfred handed Batman a picture saying this came for him. And there's a picture of Robin and Talia tied up, and for basically saying like, you better come rescue them or they're gonna die. So Ra's al Ghul and Ubu show up, and they all start talking about it, and Bruce right away shows off his detective skills, saying, hey, you can tell by this blade that it's from Calcutta, and the rope that they're tied with is made up of a special hemp. And so Batman basically is able to deduce where they need to go from these specific items. So they get Batman and Ubu and Ra's get in a plane, and they all head over to the other side of the world. And while on the plane, Batman asks Ra's about how he knew his identity, and basically says based on what Talia told him and based on his Batman's operations and his gadgets and the wealth necessary to obtain those things, he was able to deduce it was Batman. So basically any logical thing that any other human being on Earth would do, Ra's al Ghul did, and he was able to deduce that Bruce Wayne is Batman. Now they get there to where they're going at Calcutta, and we learn also in the Batcave that Ubu does not like people walking in front of Ra's al Ghul. Batman tries to do it and he gets pushed. He says that's strike one. Now we get to Calcutta. Batman has to fight off some people that start attacking him, these League of Shadows people. At least we don't know they're League of Shadows people. But these people in masks. Batman fights them off, and he gets one of them, and he interrogates them and shows them the picture, asks where they are, and this guy, he tells him as much information as he knows, but then says he doesn't know anymore, and basically gives them where they need to go next on their journey. And again, Batman tries to walk in front of Ra's al Ghul, and he's called an infidel, and he says, okay, that's strike two. So they get on a plane and they head to their next destination, which is, what is their next destination? Calcutta? No, that's the one I first said. Malaysia. So while driving through the rainforest of Malaysia, Ra's al Ghul, he gets kind of deep and he starts talking about rich people and how they burn down these rainforests and produce, he virtue signals. It says, Wayne Industries donates millions a year to these people and to make sure that rainforests are healthy and working. And he's just proving that he's not a bad guy to Ra's al Ghul. And then, or Raish. then we get to the next destination, and strangely enough, it's like it looks like a temple almost. And for some reason, Upu lets Batman go first. And once inside, all the doors are locked, and it's like a trap, almost like Indiana Jones style. And a jaguar starts attacking Batman. And he's able to get rid of this jaguar by trapping him in his cape and using a gas pellet to knock him out. And Ra's al Ghul is again impressed. But from there, he tries to say too, like, oh, I guess this is the end of our destination. There's no clues here. But Batman finds a map, and you can see there's a faint indent or finger tracing of a line on a map pointing to where they could be next. And they believe it to be the Himalayas. So they head on a plane to the Himalayas. They get on the plane, they start talking. Ra's al Ghul's showing that he's not in the best of health, he's not in the best of shape. And they have to parachute down, and they're about to do their jumps. Batman jumps first, and while coming down on a parachute over the Himalayas, he sees a glimmer of light, and he quickly sees that someone's shooting rockets at him. It misses him, but it hits the plane, appearing to kill Ra's al Ghul and Ubu. However, we see after Batman lands and after walking a few steps, I don't know, it doesn't seem like a mile. After walking a bit, he comes to a cave. He goes inside the cave, and it's not long before he sees Robin. And then not long after he sees Robin, he sees Ra's al Ghul, or at least a guy in the mask. What kind of mask is it again? Fox mask? Egyptian mask? Jackal. The Jackal mask. Sorry for those of you yelling at the answer. Couldn't hear you. However, Raz is revealed to be the captor. And he goes on to explain why he put Batman through this little test, this ringer. He's basically saying the people's brain wouldn't be able to conceive how long he's lived. He's lived for generations. He's hinted that, like, he talked to Napoleon in person and that sort of thing. So he says that unfortunately he's not going to be able to live much longer, and he doesn't have a male heir, so he wants Batman to be the male heir. Batman does not want to be the successor. This enrages Ra's al Ghul, but it almost like raises his blood pressure to where it makes him weaker, and Talia's worried that he's going to die, and so she says we must get him to the pits. And Batman's never seen the pits before, so the Lazarus pit. So that's the first time we're introduced to the Lazarus pit, along with Batman in this universe, at least. And upon putting Ra's al Ghul in the pit, he emerges, insane, cackling, and he picks up his daughter, and it looks like he's going to hurt her in some way. And then it says to be continued, because that's part 1. Part 2 comes next week, but we will discuss it. So, that is part 1 of Demon's Quest. And a lot of people cite this as some of their favorite episodes, at least Demon's Quest Part 1 and 2. A lot of people find Ra's al Ghul to be a great villain to Batman. And I know a lot of people really enjoy Ra's al Ghul just from the old comic stuff. First appearance stuff. I believe it's Neil Adams that did a lot of the artwork for that. So that concludes the review. And as far as Batman The Adventures Continue go, I'm gonna give a week off this week just to let everyone get caught up in case they're not caught up. And then next week we'll do an in-depth review on the latest release. Now, we're going to do a Fig of the Week, which I'm going to have to do this, especially seeing a lot of people with their Mondo Catwoman, and I'm really happy that I have an original version of this Catwoman at 6-inch scale. Not only that, but that DC Collectibles / Direct, what they're called now, are coming out with a new version with a Selena head sculpt unmasked. So almost like an expression pack, only except you get one added expression and it's unmasked. But that'll help out for a lot of episode specific shots, especially like cat scratch fever, that sort of thing. So now we're gonna get to fan art, and that's going to be the end of you having to see my face. So let's switch it on over to fan art. Hello and welcome to the fan art portion of the Tyler G Show, where we take a look at your fan art that you tag me in during the week. Now, this is going to be a monthly thing where if you tag me in artwork, you could do it just one time per month, or you could do it multiple times a month. But if you tag me in art, you'll be entered to win a print or a nice picture of one of my photos. And we did 2 weeks already, but that was during the middle of the week or the middle of the month. So at the end of this month is when we'll have the first drawing. So you're still eligible for the end of this month of June. So this is the first one that's popped up from D the Bat, a Batman Mattel Multiverse Jim Gordon, where he was Batman and he had a robot partner called Rookie. I believe that's what it's called. Another one from D the Bat, a Legacy Arkham City black suit. Luis Armand Padilla. It says cue the Reeves Batman theme, and he's got a Mezco Batman with the Bruce head sculpt. Plastic _ Surgeon without the O 88 with the Michael Keaton 1/6 scale. It looks like a hot toy from Batman Returns. Now let's watch the video. This is from Daily _ Batman _ Sketches, playing around with a few things. Looks like he's using some Copic markers. Those are actually expensive. So it's nice that he's sharing with us, showing us some stuff. Looks like he's doing it in reverse. That's pretty cool. Thank you, Daily _ Batman _ Sketches. Shepherd _ West. Non-spoiler review. So that's cool. He gives us a review of one of the latest comics that he read. Something happened. Double feature for some people. And he also not only has a review of the comic, but he has a nice figure setup as well. And that Deathstroke, I really want. I think it's a Revoltech one, but it's hard to find now. Toys of Arkham, always a favorite. Doing some hot toy Aquaman, 1/6 scale. Great effects, especially for water. Another one from him with the Dio set. Now this is a photo. This has a ton of figures in it, and it looks like it's from the old DC Universe figures from Mattel. Those are great days. Even has Bronze Tiger, looks like, or Catman. That's what it is, Catman. Photo from WNB Cartoon, the Trinity fighting Doomsday, inspired from BVS. Here's a look provided by Sergio the Collector from Peru, Lima, showing us a few of the different McFarlane. This is the one I forgot to talk about, was the Grim Knight. This one looks awesome. It's like the Punisher Batman. This is the one that I don't know exactly who he's. I think it's supposed to be John's, Martian Manhunter. These two I know for sure, Green Lantern and Doomsday. But those will be available soon, this summer. Great shot of the Batcave with a few Bat family members and Catwoman. And Isis is even there. The cat, not the terrorist group. And this is provided by C.H. Giannis. Thank you. Oh, there's Bruce in the back, unmasked. Zuko, Alfred. Great photo. And a great set. He's lucky he has it. This is from DCAU Review. And this is the cell-shaded Batman that we were talking about. No ab crunch as shown previously. All rubber cape. Even the Batarang has some cell shading. So that's one of the new ones coming out soon. This is from Retro Flyboys, coming to us from the Batcave. I think it looks like a Spin Masters. A couple of figures. Batman vs Superman. This is from DCAU _ fans. And he's showing you two figures from one of the best Batman movies, if not the best, probably the best, at least in my mind, Batman movie of all time, Mask of the Phantasm. DCAU review providing us with some more images in hand in box of the Azrael Batman, which it's going to be interesting to see for those of you that haven't read how he comes into play in the new Batman Adventures continued story. It's already cool. We get to see some Deathstroke. I can't wait to see some Jean-Paul Valley, if that is indeed who that is. I don't know. We'll have to see. ASMR. Blank _ lens from Mumbai. This is a really cool photo. It looks like an Injustice Batman, but I can't tell. It might be also be it's two statues from the Injustice game. You cannot get enough of it either because each has their charm. But this one, Batsy is massive trouble. So it's cool also that he tells us how much he enjoys these statues, because for me it's always been hard to get into statues, but recently I've been getting a few sent to me and I could see their charm. Another very cool Batcave shot from CH Giannis. Thank you for sharing this. It's always cool to see this setup in other people's photos. It always makes me happy to see other people came up clutch and they got the Batcave, because that thing is going to go up continually on the aftermarket. From Luis Armand Padilla, very cool moody shot, black and white with the Arkham Origins. He gives us a little hint with just the origins on what figure it is. It's a great game. It's an underrated game for sure. D the Bat, reactivated Series 4 from DC Direct. Very classic looking Batman. Batman from looks like it from the Rainbow set, and this is the blue suit from DC Collectibles. Another one from D the Bat, Batman reactivated Series 1. Daniel's toys. You can't save everyone, all you can do is try. And especially at a time like this, that's important to remember. You're not going to be able to change everyone's minds. No matter how many times you try to break it down for them in simple terms, some people just have hate within them. And it's important not to cast your pearls before swine, as the scriptures say. You can love them, but don't waste your time trying to convert idiots. Keep continuing to do good, serve others, and do what you know to be right. Great post, great photo. This is from Toys of Arkham. Arnold, old Arnold, from Dark Fate, I believe, or at least he put that as his hashtag. To be honest, I haven't seen any Terminators after T3, because after T3, my heart was ripped out. Couldn't do it anymore. D the Bat, Batman the Dark Knight Returns, from DC Collectibles. Very famous set. A lot of people, I love seeing the photos of the Carrie Kelly, and a lot of people use that light post that she comes with in photos. Batman from Young Justice is a Mattel set, and it also comes with a diorama set, which was a gargoyle perched on like a brick wall. I use it in a ton of photos, and a lot of other photographers have gotten great use out of it. All the Batman that we've gotten on the cinema so far provided to us from Jonathan Lobo Frederick from the Batcave. You see Keaton, you see Clooney, you see Val Kilmer, you see West, you see Bale, and you see Batfleck. No Pattinson or Battinson. Another one from D the Bat. This is some nostalgia from when I first started collecting. This is from the DC Multiverse Mattel BVS Batman. It's like a grapple gun collect and connect, and this is one of the first Batfleck figures. Looks like Spin Masters and a little bit of Fortnite figs in there. I don't think they're McFarlane Fortnite. Here is Batman Superfriends style from the 75th anniversary pack, a 2-pack from DC Collectibles. Another one from D the Bat, Justice League of America gift set from DC Direct. Public Enemies Batman from the animated movie from DC Direct. The Armored Justice League Series 6 design from Alex Ross and Kingdom Come. The figures by DC Direct. D the Bat with another Justice League series by Alex Ross. You can kind of tell it doesn't have quite the Alex Ross look as the other one. Oh, and also he does this guy Aldo J Collection. He has some incredible. Here's the Toys of Arkham. These incredible customs that you'll see coming up soon. Mini Mate Theater. This is an awesome picture. Look at all that stonework. Look how detailed it is for how tiny. It's incredible. This is Aldo J Collection, and he has a lot of the Dark Knight metal or DC metal Batman crossover figures that he's done in custom form. I don't know what this is. I don't have time to read it right now. D the Bat, Batman, Sky Strike Batman by Mattel. Now we're starting to get some gimmicky. This is reminding me even more of my childhood. Thalazy Way _ Thalazy Way. Mezco Clown Prince of Crime Joker. And here we go, Aldo J Collector with more customs from the DC metals or Dark Knight metal run. Batman Bruce Wayne by Mattel. It looks like it's an easy change, where like one of those figures where you could pull off the whole cowl and chest, and like the head that's sunk in him will pop up. Quick change style. Classic. Hush by Mattel, DC Multiverse. This is one of the more famous versions with a big pouchy belt, except for the most coveted version is the darker blue. This is the Zipline 2003 by Mattel Batman. A Hot Toys Ledger from the Dark Knight by Toys of Arkham. Hot Toy Mastermind. Another one. Here's another custom by Aldo J Collection. First appearance sent to us by DC Crown King _1234. Another Heath Ledger Toys of Arkham photo. Lego _Graham 7. Darth Collector with the moody Batfleck shot. Dark Knight Metal Flash. And this one. I think we're starting to get into last week. So that's all for this. Hope you guys enjoyed. Join me again next week as we'll have a new episode.